All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about my modified Sig P365x Macro. I'm really excited about this one. I've put a lot of thought into it, and it's gone through many iterations. As you guys can probably see, if you just look through my video history, my uploads, I got a lot of 365, even XMacro content on the channel, and I feel like I've landed in a place where I'm very happy with how it's come out. We're gonna go through what I've done to it. We're gonna go through what's worked, what hasn't. All right, guys, real quick, I would love to thank the sponsors of today's video. First off, DK Mags. They've got guns, blades, belts, NFA items, accessories, holsters, parts, and everything you would really need. DK Mags buys guns, they ship, transfer to FFLs, and they're also on Gunbroker. You can find their website in the description below, but if you're a Minnesota local, head on in the stores, tell them I sent you, and they will give you 5% off most accessories and ammo, as well as 2.5% off firearms. Don't wait around, this offer is gonna expire. Next, a thank you to Civivi Knives. Their stuff is pretty awesome. Here on my battle belt, I've got their Propugnator knife. This thing looks freaking venomous. Like, come on, guys. I like to throw their little Gordo knife, wood grips, and it's very small. Throw it in my carry rotation every now and then. Last but certainly not least, Oxbeam. They're my go-to for any kind of off-road lighting. Recently, they sent me their switch panel. This allows me to control the power and dial in a really aesthetic way which lights I want to turn on, when, and have it all be in one place. Installing this guy is a breeze. You just got to make sure that the panel has power, hook it up to all of the switches that you have for the lights on your vehicle. Hook up to power, put the fuse on, make sure you can fit the box in an out-of-the-way area in your engine bay, and then you can run the switch line all the way along the firewall, routing it up inside the vehicle. Thank you, Oxbeam, for being a sponsor of the channel and of this video. In true YouTuber fashion, we're gonna go from tip to butt. So starting off here, I have the Harrington Arms, the HC365 2C compensator. This one's awesome. Harrington Arms sent this out to me for this video and for the build just in general. So thank you guys, really appreciate that. Previously on the gun, I had the black Harrington Arms comp that had ports on the side and just one port on top. This one's a bit more minimalist in my opinion. It's not gonna vent to the sides, which I don't really need that because I'm not too worried about the lateral movement when I'm firing. I'm more so worried about the vertical travel. So having two ports up top, great. Having nothing on the side makes it a little bit easier, especially if you're trying to fire from retention. You're not gonna get gases venting or blowing in your face, which can be a little uncomfortable. This is obviously in the FDE color, and I'm really pleased with the comp. For the light, we have the Streamlight TLR7 sub with the HPL face cap. Having the HPL face cap increases the amount of lumens that I'm getting, but more specifically, it increases the amount of candela, which is the focusing of the light, how tight the beam is. And so when you channel in the lumens into a tighter group, it is more effective for not only blinding, but just positive identification and reaching further, having the amount of light be more effective throughout distance and through potential barriers to light like fog or snow, rain. To me, the addition of the face cap, it does extend out the light overall. I had to cut my holster for that to let it sit through it, but I think it looks better overall, especially on this gun with a comp. It comes out to be a little bit more flush. And even though this isn't a duty gun, it's not a full-size gun, it makes it look more duty-esque. The slide I've got is the Live Free Armory LF365 Elite slide. With their slide specifically, there have been issues on quality control and reliability, so I might not necessarily recommend them as a go-to for slides. I think I got lucky because mine has never had an issue whatsoever. For the barrel, the threaded barrel that mates up to the comp, I have the Zafiri Precision threaded barrel for a 365. No complaints on this one, it's been great for me. Having the additional length with the threads, extending out the barrel length from 3.1 inches does give you a bit more velocity. Up top for the optic, I have the Meprolite MPO Pro S. This is a fully enclosed optic. Meprolite sent this one out to me for free to talk about and show you guys in this video. I think it's a fantastic competitor to Holosun's EPS carry. It comes in at a lower price point as well, and the build quality is impressive. It does mount to a plate, and when I mounted the plate, I had issues because the LF365 slide doesn't have the two lugs at the end on top to kind of mate up and further contain a plate or an optic. So it is just the screws and the tension there holding down that plate. Even though I did torque it down, the screws must not have been in tight enough to hold the whole optic in. So under recoil, it started to wobble a little bit up and down, which you guys can see in the footage here. I tightened up the screws a good bit more, trying not to like shear them off or over torque them too much. But now everything's good to go and the optic is cinched down. It's got multiple reticles, a lot of brightness settings, good battery life with a side loading battery. This thing is awesome. I'm very excited about it. I have the Armory Craft trigger. This is their skeletonized flat trigger. This has been great. I know a lot of people don't want to touch the fire control unit for reliability's sake. If I could go back, if I still had the stock trigger, I might throw it back in just for peace of mind, but I've never had any issues at all with this trigger, and I have a lot of rounds through it. This is one of the first upgrades I did for my 365 like 2 years ago, so I'm not really too concerned about it here. The Wilson Combat 365x Macro grip module is an awesome addition. It adds a little bit of width on the side. It gives you texture where you need it. I did add texture on the bottom here with the trigger guard. I did an undercut here and here, just so that I could get my hands up further and seat them more comfortably. And then I put some texture on the side here for my support thumb to really lock in. I love this grip module. I think it's perfect for, it just beefs it out a little bit more and it's more comfortable to hold and shoot. I think this is how the grip should have felt when Sig released it, but I'm glad Wilson Combat is there to supplement where Sig kind of dropped the ball. They say the stock grip is well suited for small hands, but I have small hands, and the fuller grip that Wilson Combat was able to accomplish just does it better for me. Yeah, that about wraps up the build. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm excited about this gun. Carrying it has been awesome. Shooting it has been even more awesome. And yeah, as a lover of EDC guns and practical, small, but really effective guns, you'll probably be seeing a lot more content on different platforms, different ways to build out your pistols. So subscribe for more if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.